DA's parliamentary caucus in the National Assembly has been locked in meetings today. This after the resignation yesterday of Mmusi Maimane as Democratic Alliance leader. He then resigned from Parliament this morning. That prompted the Chief Whip John Steenhuisen to say that he had to step down too, as he had been appointed to that position by Maimane. The interim leader of the DA in the National Assembly now appears to be Annelie Lotriet, the DA caucus chair and leader of the party in the Free State. Lulama Matya is one of our reporters in Parliament. She joins us now. Lulama, good evening to you. What do we know about what happened in these meetings today?
Good evening, Stephen. Yes, during the caucus meeting in the morning that was held at the Good Hope Chamber here in Parliament, the DA met to discuss the resignation of former party leader Mmusi Maimane, both as a leader and as a member of Parliament, which means then therefore that there was a vacancy created here in the National Assembly as Mmusi was a member of Parliament. In that meeting, they also elected the person who's going to be an interim chief whip, because John Steenhuisen, whose term of office as the chief whip of the party was linked to the term of office of Mmusi Maimane, meant that Mmusi Maimane's resignation, then John Steenhuisen automatically ceased to become the chief whip of the party. Those are the issues that the party discussed this morning.
They obviously now have to elect, well, a whole lot of new people, but they probably have to start with the caucus in Parliament in the National Assembly. Do we know how long it's going to take for them to do that? I've heard talk of possibly early next week.
Caucus chairperson, who's also now the interim parliamentary leader, Annelie Lotriet, says that that process must happen within 7 days. But as the caucus, they want that to happen by Tuesday next week, whereby the caucus will meet and elect a parliamentary leader, and then a parliamentary leader will then elect the chief whip, because the position of the chief whip is appointed by the parliamentary leader. So they are hoping to meet on Tuesday. And she was saying also that the caucus requested her to write to the federal executive to request that meeting to happen on Tuesday. But Stephen, if that fails, it has to be elected at least by Thursday. So their constitution allows for 7 days for processes to be completed when such a vacancy exists.
Lulama, I mean, is it possible to know the mood of these MPs? There's been a series of shocks in the Democratic Alliance. There are divisions in the DA, it seems, I mean, clearly, and presumably those divisions are reflected in this caucus as well. Is everyone looking as if they're getting on with each other, or is there something else going on?
Well, earlier in the day, John Steenhuisen described the mood as subdued when they came out from the caucus meeting. They were walking one by one in smaller groups, not as a caucus that comes out of a meeting all at once, united, maybe in a cheering mood and with conversations maybe of how the caucus went. They were sad. The body language spoke for itself, because they were down. And as John said to us when we asked him how was it, he said the mood is subdued. It was somber. He also said that it was sad for him to lose Mmusi Maimane like that, because he said that he has worked with him for about 6 years, describing his departure from the DA as a loss to the party.
Lulama Matya, thank you very much indeed. Part of our team, our SABC News team in Parliament.